Did you know most people spend years in the gym and still build a body that looks completely average? I didn't believe that either until I looked at what actually separates genetic outliers from everyone else. Because here's the truth nobody likes to hear. Most lifters aren't weak because of bad genetics. They're weak because 80% of what they do doesn't build real strength. Your body doesn't need endless exercises, fancy angles, or constant variation. It needs a small number of movements done heavy, consistently, and over time. Miss these and you don't just stall your progress, you build a body that looks trained but isn't truly powerful from the ground up. That's why you'll see guys who train just as hard as you, eat the same protein, and still never look different. Today, I'm breaking down the only 6 exercises that build the kind of strength and muscle foundation that makes people assume you were born different. They won't change your DNA, but they will build a body that looks like it did. Let's get into it. Number 1, the squat. If there is one exercise that separates I work out sometimes from my whole body is built, it's the squat. Squats train your legs, glutes, core, and upper back all at once because you're not just moving weight, you're supporting it. Your body has to brace like a steel pillar while your legs do the work, and that bracing is what builds that thick, powerful look. Strong legs, strong hips, strong trunk. That is the base of a serious body. Most people mess squats up in 2 ways. They either go too light forever or they chase heavy weight with ugly form. Both are a trap. The smarter move is simple. Learn clean reps, then slowly add load. Hit a depth you can control. Keep your torso tight. Drive up like you're pushing the floor away. A good squat is not just knees bending, it is your whole body working together. Feet grounded, core braced, upper back tight, and then the legs doing the job. If you can build a strong squat, your whole body grows. Not just your legs, your posture improves, your athleticism improves, even your upper body lifts feel better because your trunk is stronger. If you want the outlier look, you need outlier legs and outlier bracing. Squats help build both. But lower body strength alone is not enough. Plenty of people have strong legs, but their back is weak, their grip is soft, and they fold under load. That brings us to the lift that builds the do not mess with this person kind of strength. Number 2, the deadlift. The deadlift is one of the most honest tests in the gym. The weight is dead on the floor. You either pick it up or you do not. There is no bounce, no momentum, and no machine track helping you. Deadlifts build glutes, hamstrings, back traps, grip, and core bracing in one movement. It's basically a full body stress test. This is why deadlifts create that thick back, strong neck, strong forearms look. It is hard to deadlift heavy without looking like you lift, but here's the problem. People treat deadlifts like an ego contest. They round their back, yank the bar, and call it hardcore. That is not hardcore, it's just risky. The smarter move is to build strength with control. Brace before you pull. Keep the bar close, push the floor away, stand tall, lower under control. And please understand this, the outlier body is built by steady progress, not weekly emergencies. If squats build the base, deadlifts build the frame. And a strong frame is what makes you look powerful, even in normal clothes. Now you've got legs and a frame, but being a genetic outlier also means you can push. Real push strength, not just push-ups, not just machines, real weight moving like your body owns it. Number 3, the bench press. Bench press is the most famous strength test for a reason. It trains chest, shoulders, triceps, and full body tension. Because if you bench correctly, your legs and upper back are working too. Good bench press is not just arms, it's total control. This lift builds that thick chest and strong arms look people notice fast. But most people bench with sloppy habits. They bounce the bar off the chest, they flare elbows like chicken wings, they lift their butt like they're doing a weird bridge. If you want real strength, you need real technique. Tight upper back, feet planted, controlled lower, press with power, keep the bar path clean. And here's the quiet secret. Strong benchers are usually boring on purpose. They progress slowly and consistently. They add small plates. They repeat clean reps. They build confidence with the same movement week after week. They don't chase random max day hype every session, then wonder why their shoulders hurt. Now quick mid-video check. If you're liking this and you want more videos that cut the fluff and give you real strength building basics, hit subscribe now because the next 3 exercises are what take you from strong in one lift to strong as a human. Because bench gives you horizontal pushing strength. But if you stop there, your shoulders often get weak and your upper body coordination stays average. That's why the next lift is the one most people avoid, and it's exactly why it works. Number 4, the overhead press. Overhead press is where fake strength goes to die. Why? Because overhead press demands shoulder strength, core bracing, and full body balance all at once. If your core is weak, you lean back. If your shoulders are weak, the bar stops. If your technique is messy, your wrists and elbows complain. That is why the overhead press builds real upper body strength, the kind that carries over to everything. It also builds that solid shoulder look, the armor look. Strong shoulders change your whole shape. Even your shirts fit different. Most people either skip it, or they do it with tiny weights forever, or they turn it into a standing incline bench by leaning back and calling it form. If bench is the popular strength test, overhead press is the truth test. Strong overhead pressing is a big reason some people look like they were built in a lab. Now you've got pushing strength in 2 directions, but if you only push, you end up strong in the mirror and weak in real life. Real outliers can pull hard. They have backs that look like they wear a backpack even when they don't. Number 5, the weighted pull-up. A strict pull-up is already a great test. But a weighted pull-up is where things get serious. When someone can do clean pull-ups with extra weight, you can usually tell their back looks wider, their arms look thicker, their posture looks stronger. Most people fail pull-ups because they never train them properly. They do random lat pull-down machines and assume it will transfer. Machines can help, but pull-ups are a skill. You get better by practicing pull-ups. If you can't do one yet, start with dead hangs, slow negatives, and band-assisted reps. Build the first clean rep. If you can do pull-ups, make them strict, no swinging, full range, control the lowering, then add weight slowly, a small dumbbell, a belt, even a backpack. Progress like an adult, not like a highlight reel. Weighted pull-ups are one of the fastest ways to build that outlier back. It's hard to fake, it's hard to cheat, it's real. Now you have squat, deadlift, bench, overhead press, and weighted pull-ups. That is a monster foundation. But we're missing one thing that shows up in real life more than any gym lift: the ability to hold heavy weight and stay solid while moving. Number 6, the farmer's carry. This is the simplest exercise that exposes weak grip, weak core, and weak posture instantly. Pick up heavy weights, stand tall, and walk. Sounds easy until your hands open, your shoulders rise to your ears, and your body starts leaning like a broken shopping cart. Farmer's carries train grip, traps, upper back, core stability, breathing control, and mental toughness. It also builds that dense look: thick forearms, strong upper back, and a body that looks hard to move. This is why carries make people look like workers, fighters, and athletes, not just gym lifters, and it's one of the most transferable strength skills. Real life is carrying groceries, carrying bags, carrying furniture, carrying a tired friend who said, "I'm fine," and was not fine. Do carries with clean posture, shoulders down, ribs stacked over hips, short steady steps, calm breathing, progress by adding weight or time. If you train carries, you build the kind of strength that follows you outside the gym. Now let's tie it all together, because the real magic is not knowing the 6 exercises. The magic is how you train them, the rule that turns these into outlier builders. Here's the rule: progressive overload. You slowly add weight, reps, or control over time. That's it. Most people never become impressive because they never progress. They repeat the same weights, the same reps, the same comfort zone, and then they blame genetics. But the outlier mindset is different. They track progress. They respect recovery. They build strength like a long-term project. Here's a simple way to program this without overthinking. Train 3 to 4 days per week. Start each workout with 2 big lifts from this list. Do them heavy enough to feel challenging, but clean enough to repeat weekly. Then add 1 more movement as support and finish with carries once or twice per week. Keep reps mostly in the 3 to 8 range for the big lifts. Use higher reps sometimes for extra muscle building, like 8 to 12, especially on bench and overhead press. Rest enough between heavy sets. If you rest 30 seconds and your next set is weak, that's not toughness, that's bad planning. And respect recovery, sleep, food, hydration, the basics, because the genetic outlier look is built from training plus recovery, not training plus suffering. Now let's wrap it up clearly. Only 6 exercises can build a body that looks and performs like you're built different. Number 1, squat. Number 2, deadlift. Number 3, bench press. Number 4, overhead press. Number 5, weighted pull-up. Number 6, farmer's carry. If you get strong at these, your whole body changes, not just one muscle. Your base, your frame, your push, your pull, your grip, your posture, everything levels up. If this video helped you, hit like so. More people, stop chasing random workouts and start building real strength. Drop a comment and tell me which of the 6 is your weakest right now: squat, deadlift, bench, press, pull-ups, or carries, and I'll tell you the simplest next step to improve it. And subscribe for more no fluff, science-backed training advice, because next time we're breaking down the biggest mistake that keeps hardworking lifters stuck in average mode for years.